Alright, we are back. And if you're wondering why we're standing out here, uh, let's just say we had technical difficulties. Because, I totally didn't start the recording and try to get through this set of floors. And, my City Drive totally didn't just decide that it needed to go and fix a thing in the middle of me doing it, which then in turn just crashed everything and forced me to lose a run. And I had to. There's a lot of chests here. And I had to go and. No, forget. I have fortune up. So you can see I have a lot. I have different commanders because I had to redo the entire run. So, it's not gonna be the exact same thing that happened because, like, different things did happen, but, like, nothing really changed other than the fact I just decided to go fast and speedrun it. But either way, second verse same as the first, even though it's now a new day. I mean, that's not on time. Nope. That's not on time. Yeah, so it's now a new day. And I did have to do a completely new run to deal with the fact that because I had the crash, that fix happened, which crashed my entire computer during the run, because it disconnected me from the entire game and server, since the game was not running. It counted as basically a KO, so basically if I wanted to continue to run, I had to restart from the beginning for the achievement. I could have technically just said start from 451, but then at that point I'm not going for the achievement, and then what's the point of me doing this? Either way, second verse same as the first. Since I've already done plenty of the explaining. Thank you, brain. I had done a lot of the explaining in the first half, and then I did the editing and realized I was very rambly, but you know, it's fine. I got basically almost 3 hours of footage down to like an hour and a half, so that's good at least. So since there's probably not too terribly much, I'll just do what I had done before. Speed up the thing. There's a thing on this floor. Speed up the dungeon clearing, or cut if there's enough spots. Probably just speed it up, and then I'll be back with you guys if something major pops up, like I need to mention an enemy or explain something that we find. Never mind. Commander Abrasing. Same thing has happened from the last time. One of the very first things I find is Commander Abrasing. This is probably your best friend for doing these solo runs, especially on the later floors. Instantly raises the first party member to be KO'd. You can only have one active at a time because it's the item effect thing down here, where you see where I had been hovering over the intuition. I realized I had to kind of hover things because you don't see my mouse, and I only realized that till later. I'm gonna have you follow me for a bit because I want to check where I could find the thing. It's right there. Okay, cool. But yeah. Alright, I will see you guys whenever we come across anything of note. enemies, palace pots. Be careful in fighting multiple of them because they do have a fairly damaging, mysterious light you kind of want to be aware of, but it's really just a don't look at the thing and you're fine response, and that's about all you have to worry about this thing. Oh, I got 2 commanders of everything. That is very, very forgiving after the crud I had to go through previously. But, something I will actually, while I'm here, quickly correct. So, I kind of said the Aether Pool isn't, like, super important, but, like, it kind of is. Like, you don't need it immediately on... Okay, I'll keep that in mind, that there's a rage there. You don't have to, worry about it immediately, just because there's a lot of crud on this floor. No, I can just do it this way. Again. Oh my goodness. It is kind of necessity. Once you get to the 100 series, you want it to be plus 99, but it'll take you probably a couple of runs to actually get to that point. Oh, you just won. And to also explain what I'm doing to end it early is I'll hover over the transfiguration thing and right-click it, since I'm mouse and keyboard controls, and it just automatically ends it for me. But when you're going for past 100, you really do want to have your Aether Pool at least 90, because you'll get the next 9 while you're going up, but you'll probably really just want it to be at 99 just to even get to the 100 series. Because after like 70 or 80, I believe, the floors start to really hurt, and that's kind of the other part of the challenge is, yes, the bosses may all be the same, but that doesn't mean the amount of damage they have and the health they have is the same for the scaling that they would have at the time, because they will scale. You'll see what I'm talking about when we get there. Oh, dang it. Well, I mean, I guess now is the best time than ever to mention how Fox works. Well, I'll say it in the boss room, because it kind of sucks. I could have technically brought in extra potions that would help fight this. Hi, Horseman. Rumors are corrupted, causing damage over time. HP regeneration has also stopped, and damage dealt is reduced. So yeah, we're just very, very, very slowly going to be dying. Well, we have this. But this fight is really not that hard. How this one works is there's going to be knockback that you're going to have to pay attention to. He's going to have AoEs on the side of the room. So basically, as long as you are not standing in void and not standing close to fireballs. Basically, like, just do this, because this is a knockback. Basically, as long as he doesn't knock you back into those AoEs, you're fine. This is a rinse and repeat fight, so... It's not too terribly difficult. Most of my strategy is slowly but surely kite him around the entire battlefield and hug the walls. I'm gonna give myself regen because Fox is not helping me in this fight. Mean to untarget him. Right now, the main reason that's kind of just... Yeah! Ow! Frick! I need to get close to him. Well, the thing is, I don't have to necessarily worry, because there had been so many commanders of raising on this floor, that I was able to actually have 3, use 1, and still have 3. If this boss does kill me because of one mistake, I need to not be here. I'm just gonna let you shoot me halfway across the field. For me, sir. Thank you. So the fact that I was like able to recover even with bots just tells you, like, if you know what you're doing, it's not that bad. If you don't know what you're doing and you're just flailing, then maybe you might need to figure out what needs to be done. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Sometimes knockback doesn't work because I have a shield. I think that's the reason. I could be wrong though, but like this is just something I've noticed. Either way. We have defeated it. Even with Fox. We have defeated it. But yeah. The Gunbreaker is just being able to have barriers and health recovery on its second part of its combo is a blessing for at least me doing it this way. So now you see we have iron trimmed. I said silver trimmed sex last time, didn't I? Well, either way, it just runs silver gold. And now there's a person with sleepwear in here. They're a machinist. Fair enough. You'll be able to see like they have the reddish weapon too. When you start this, if your aether pool is below 60, the weapon is a white thing of a light for whatever weapon you're using. More rage. Why are there so many rage chests in here? Okay. It's just gonna be the same formula as I said before. I will let you know when I find something of note to talk about. Other than this fort just being the place of dinosaurs and wildlife. Resolution, okay. Transforms user into a Kuriboh. It does a lot. I'll just say that. It does a lot. I only use it for a very specific fight, though, in solo. Because otherwise it's a little too situational for single player. You basically just turn into an angel that just does Holy Smite. And if I believe it one-shots undead, so we have Commander of Rage which one-shots anything, so it kind of seems counterintuitive, but I think it also has the fact that it does a casted charged ranged thing. We'll see it at the end of this. Not this set of floors, but we will see it at the end of the 100 set, because it is actually very useful against 100 boss, but you do also have to be very careful of it. So that's kind of a reason why, even though I have like full commanders, there's like no reason for me to be checking gold chests right now, since the gold chests doubled them. I can't pick up more when I'm full on them. I check them so I can keep my commanders of steel and strength up. And if I have a raising, and if I use a raising, it also helps me find those, and resolution, I need at least the one. Oh, I probably will want 2 for that fight specifically. That's how I do it. But like I said, we'll see what happens when we get there. And off we go. Alright, this one is really not that bad. Just keep this thing out of water and you're fine. That's the only mechanic you really have to worry about on him. You don't want to get hit by that. There's that one, or there's another one that drops. As well in water, this boss gets haste, which means his spells are faster and it's just electrogenesis I'm thinking of kind of. Well, I'm slow. We'll eventually get her. There we go. I mean, technically speaking, I really could have just gone to do the thing and then just clicked leave. That would have been faster, but eh. And now that we're already like 20% of the way through, I will quickly be right back. Okay, I am back and off we go. Okay, we're not to the floors that make me start to worry at the moment, but you know. Here's the animal floor. The last one was the all dinosaur floor. Here's the all animal floor, basically. So these enemies right here, Sasquatches. Just be wary of them because they occasionally just randomly buff themselves to do more damage. And they'll do that whether you are fighting them or not. So if you hear random monkey sounds while going through these floors, that is why. Because these guys are... I don't know what the buff is, but it's like... Well... Either way. It doesn't really matter. Just be aware of that. So, if you Sasquatches, you gotta go deal with them. Yep, this is a fight that I thought it was. This is Gaduna. I'm going to immediately scroll out to him because he's just a big boy. He's a very big boy. Because I like to be like directly underneath him because of that wide freaking AoE that he has. Well, not AoE, but cone. And basically just being like directly underneath him, but also hugging the wall is beneficial because I did not mean to have that there. I need to go slightly further away from that. Yep, there it is. Technically speaking, if you're on the other edge, it's easier to run away from the cone and go into the cone. Oh, you're going that way. There we go. Now I can get the proper strategy for him. For it. I don't know what Gaduna is supposed to technically be. I do not want to be in here. Can you go across the other side, sir? Ma'am? Thing? Beast that drops meteors? Barely didn't get out of there, did I? You know, this fight's actually pretty simple, other than just you have to be aware that near the end there is a DPS check. And I have an alternate solution as this thing, so not to worry about it. actually. I think my goal so far has just been making this like look as awkward as I physically can. I mean, hit by this because I was too close. I'm not sure why I'm doing that, but you know what? Sometimes I'll just use mitigations randomly. You're normally using for specific things, but I guess I'm just using that one. My brain said to do it, so I did. And now I have no idea why. I ran into a tornado. I'm an idiot. There it is. Here's the DPS check. Because I don't have the Commander of Strength and I am a tank, I cannot meet the check in time. However, I need to wait for it to get to the E. Pop Super Bleed, pop my other thing, pop this, that, this. Take 0 damage from a meteor. That landed on my face, he's dead. Here, let's go. That was again the wrong button. And now after this, the floors start to hurt. But I will have to do a quick be right back since my gut is deciding that it does not want to play nice right now, so I will be right back once again. Alright, and off we go. Now that I have returned, and hopefully I'm not as dead. This is where I remember it starts hurting, cause there's just a lot of enemies here that suck. Cause they're either just... Sure, I'll take that. That's a nice failsafe. Like these things, they don't really hurt that much, they just have a lot of health and can take a lot of damage. Other than that, there's nothing really that bad. It's just, it's around here where my progress does start to slow. For killing things. But, what's really funny is the reason why, like, 20 floors ago I had said that that floor was the, like, animal and dinosaur one was because for some reason, my memory has constantly blended the 60 and 70 set of floors together. Wait, not 60. The 61 to 70 floors. 50. Wait. No. 61 to 80. Oh my goodness, English is hard. So yeah, you saw how I just got fireballed even though from that flame dragon way over there? Even though it's not aggroed? Yeah. If you see a dragon, just focus it down because if it has the line of sight on you, it will just randomly fireball you even if it doesn't have aggro. It's annoying. Predominantly for positioning, but it's very nice. So if you see a dragon, just focus it. Even if it is just a different dragon, just focus dragons in general. Regardless, back to what I was saying, the reason why I blend those that set of 24s is because for some reason, I just never remember that snake fight. The water serpent, I never remember it. Because my brain has hard remembered the Gehenna fight. It's hard remembered the fight we are going to. But it just does not at all. It even remembers the horse fight, but it just doesn't really see the snake fight as like a fight. I'm not sure why. Anyway, enough of me rambling. Let us continue on. Okay, finally! I have found a unique creature in this dungeon! This is one of the adventures that has gone into the Wanderer's Palace. At least, mind you. And just freaking been corrupted by this place. What do you say upon your death? Dragons will rend you asunder. And you'll get flavor text from them too. So these enemies right here, they're not so bad, here. Just, the version of them later on is incredibly terrifying. So just remember to read if you're using Dragon's voice or Ram's voice, and you won't die. So, this fight is the other one I remember very vividly. Funny enough, it's always the 80 and the 90 that I remember the best. But yeah, this one is, you just have to be very diligent of the ads. And your goal is to not kill all the ads. Which sounds weird, but don't worry about it. You will understand shortly. Bit here. There's only some fights where I'll scroll up, but otherwise I really just don't care because I only really pay attention to the UI. So great bombs, murder them. I don't have to do anything here. I think. No, wait, hold on. I might have had to... No, I'm good. I'm good. So the Giddy Bomb, which is a blue one, that's probably the easiest way to tell is like you have the orange ones that you need to kill. The blue ones, you need to make sure they are by the Godmother while she is charging that attack. Because that is the only way to stun her out of it that I am aware of. Thankfully she is otherwise immune to... Oh no, she's not immune. I may have just fucked up something. Doing that test. So if I get killed here, it's fine. I have a commander of raising up right now. Now it would be really stupid if I didn't have to use it because I decided to do a stupid test. So technically speaking, if you can't get a Giddy Bomb on stuff from like your corner, you can technically just stun it. Because interrupt will not work simply if the bar doesn't flash. If it is, or it just doesn't remember flashing. But you just don't want these very long charges to go off, period. But other than that, pay attention to the deep orange bomb, the gray bombs that spawn. Pay attention to the position of Giddy Bombs, and you're pretty much set. And also don't stand in explosions. You know, it's not interruptible, but that stun is not what needed. Yeah, the reason why I was concerned about me just using that stun just to see if it affected it is because enemies do gain a resistance to stun, just like you gain resistance to stun if you get stunned too often. The game gives you a temporary immunity for it for a short period of time. So because I had applied it, that's what makes me concerned that that may come into effect. I just don't know the timing between each stun for it to carry over or for it to refresh. I'm just gonna move you. Yeah, because if any of those attacks go off, if you don't have mana raising, just assume you're dead. Somewhere watch this. Yes. I was watching that and I was pushing it. I hit the wrong button again. I don't like doing that to myself. I'm too much of a cautious player. Okay. Now things like palace mummies here, and anything that is technically considered an undead enemy, will now be affected by the Commander of Resolution, its transformation spells. No, we're just gonna keep going, and I may or may not end up having the Commander of Raising early on this one. I mean, I'm gonna have it for the 100 fight because it's a really good safety net. I mean, you know, here. Let's see if I'm right about this. Yeah, so one-shot's that, but it should not be able to one-shot this thing. Yeah. So it's basically superpower holy. You can see it's like not all that effective. It does a fair amount of damage, but you're better on using it on enemies that are just considered undead rather than just plants, like I'm doing here. Let's disable that. But just keep in mind how that mechanic works. And that was kind of what I was worried about. There was just a lot of stuff in that one room. I tried to take care of it, and it kind of got me killed. But at least the way... I feel insulted. but I should also probably feel thankful for that. So that's kind of a thing about the Commander of Rage, is yes, it's powerful. It's also very squishy. So be very mindful of how many hits you can take and pay attention to your health. It also doesn't help that I have very reduced health right now. So fortunately I did have the instincts to be like, oh, I'm dying, I should probably fix this. Is the last fight technically. This is a dude basically controlling things and being a butt. You know what, his fight's not, I need to target him first. His fight's not too terrible. He does have tons of ads that he summons. So it's just gonna be a lot of managing the ads, managing everything else. The reason why I have the commander of raising is in case I make a mistake. I'm gonna have you focus target just in case. Here is where I just start doing AoEs to take care of these guys. Yeah, they're taken care of. But you'll notice their bodies are still here. And if you want to know something, this guy is a necromancer. He can res them. There is a way to take care of him. I'm not doing it yet. Because I am currently trying to save all my crud for it. For what's about to come. I can get you away from the corpse right now. Not gonna do it? I'm genuinely confused. Oh, at this point he would actually... So what I'm waiting for him to do is to summon the next set of enemies. There we go. That's what I was waiting for. So I can wait for him to do that. Use a commander of resolution, get out of dodge. Okay, move out of their AoEs. Now I have to be quick about this because you can see I am taking a lot of damage. Kill them. Use this again. Drop one. Because if you use the judgment, it does instantly kill them. Now if you use it again on their bodies, it dissolves their bodies. You can no longer resurrect them. I do kind of push it by waiting for him to have 4, but the thing is, he beats the mechanic multiple times. So, to save commanders and not to actually run out of a way to get rid of them, I think it's best to just remove 4 at a time than 2 at a time. Yes, it does mean I am putting myself in more danger than I probably need to. But this is just how I do things. And I have a commander of raising as insurance with this fight. Doom. Also 3. Kind of what I mean by, like, you have to manage so much of your stuff. Most of the healing I'm getting is actually from my combo, my single target combo, so because I'm spamming my AoE combo, I'm not getting that healing as much anymore. It's very poorly timed. Get back is gone for now. Because I'm just taking too much damage at the moment. I mostly always end up using 2 resolutions in this fight that I've noticed. So yeah, we'll be definitely spending the next 10 floors looking for commanders of steel. And any others that we'll be missing because of this fight. Other than that, I think we have it. And there we go. That is Force 50 to 100 with these left over. And I didn't even need the Commander of Raising other than when I had that moment of, oh frick, I'm going to die. And here's the score I get from whatever. Not a high score, that's fine. And yeah, whenever you clear from 1 to 100, there's no checkpoint it puts you into, it just puts you outside in the world. Which we will see here. So yeah. Next time we'll be doing the next set of 50. Later.